For generations, the rivalry between the United States and Russia has shaped not only the global balance of power, but also the very evolution of military technology. From the Cold War nuclear arms race to today's competition in hypersonic missiles, stealth aircraft, and cyber warfare, these two giants have pushed each other to the edge of innovation and destruction. But the central question remains: which side is stronger? Is it Russia's doctrine of sheer force, rugged engineering, and mass deployment that makes its arsenal feared? Or is it America's reliance on cutting-edge technology, precision strikes, and global reach that secures its dominance? To answer this, we must look deeper into every layer of their militaries: land, air, sea, space, and cyberspace. Each side has its strengths, its weaknesses, and its unique philosophy of war. Land power: tanks, artillery, and ground forces. Russian approach: strength in numbers and rugged design. Russia's ground forces have long embodied the principle of quantity with reliable quality. Its tanks, T-72s, T-80s, and the more advanced T-90Ms, are cheaper, lighter, and easier to produce in mass numbers compared to American tanks. They may not always match Western armor in terms of advanced electronics or crew comfort, but they excel in durability, mobility, and firepower. The development of the T-14 Armata reflects Moscow's effort to break into a new generation of tank warfare, featuring unmanned turrets and advanced armor. However, the high cost and production challenges limit its deployment compared to the proven workhorses of the T-series. Artillery remains another cornerstone of Russian power. Systems like the Tu-S-35 Koalitsia SV self-propelled howitzer and the infamous BM-30 Smerch multiple rocket launcher deliver overwhelming barrages of firepower, consistent with Russia's doctrine of mass artillery strikes. American approach: heavy, expensive, but highly lethal. The United States takes a different path. Its M1A2 Abrams tank is a fortress on tracks, heavily armored with advanced targeting and thermal imaging systems. It is slower and more logistically demanding than Russian tanks, but in tank-on-tank combat, Abrams crews enjoy superior situational awareness and survivability. The U.S. also invests heavily in precision artillery and smart munitions. Instead of overwhelming an area with shells, the U.S. relies on guided projectiles and drones to pinpoint targets. This reflects the broader American philosophy: fight smarter, not just harder. Air power: fighters, bombers, and air superiority. Russian philosophy: agility and firepower. Russia's air force is built around highly maneuverable and heavily armed jets, such as the Su-35 Flanker E, MiG-31 Interceptor, and the stealth-oriented Su-57 Felon. These aircraft are designed for dogfighting, speed, and long-range missile engagements. Russian pilots trained for close combat dominance, supported by powerful air-to-air missiles like the R-77 and the long-range R-37M, capable of striking targets beyond 300 kilometers. Russian bombers, such as the Tu-160 Blackjack and Tu-95 Bear, maintain a strategic nuclear strike role, capable of carrying hypersonic and cruise missiles. They may not match American stealth bombers in invisibility, but their speed and payload keep them formidable. American philosophy: stealth and networked warfare. The U.S. has revolutionized air combat with aircraft like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. These jets are not only stealthy, but also act as flying command centers, integrating battlefield information and sharing it with allies. This network-centric warfare allows the U.S. to detect, track, and strike enemies long before Russian pilots even see their targets. America's bomber fleet, B-2 Spirit stealth bombers and the upcoming B-21 Raider, gives Washington unmatched capability to strike anywhere in the world undetected. Combined with advanced drones, AWACS command planes, and refueling tankers, U.S. air power emphasizes global reach and precision.
Naval power: control of the seas. Russian Navy: submarine power and coastal defense. Russia's Navy, though smaller, places heavy emphasis on submarines and missile-armed surface ships. Nuclear-powered subs like the Borei class and Yasen class are some of the quietest and deadliest in the world, capable of carrying nuclear-tipped ballistic and cruise missiles. On the surface, Russia deploys powerful destroyers and cruisers like the Admiral Nakhimov and the Kirov class, equipped with Caliber cruise missiles. These vessels, along with Bastion coastal defense systems, are designed to counter US naval superiority, especially near Russian shores. US Navy global dominance. The US Navy remains the largest and most powerful naval force on Earth. Its 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers allow America to project air power to any ocean. Each carrier strike group is essentially a floating fortress, supported by destroyers, cruisers, submarines, and logistics ships. With advanced systems like the Aegis combat system and the upcoming Columbia-class submarines, the US Navy ensures unrivaled dominance in open waters. Where Russia focuses on defense and regional control, the US aims for global supremacy at sea. Missile technology, hypersonics versus missile defense. Here lies one of the most heated competitions. Russia. Hypersonic weapons like the Avangard glide vehicle and Kinzhal air-launched missile are designed to bypass US missile defense systems. Moscow sees hypersonics as its trump card, allowing it to strike critical targets even against advanced defenses. United States. While slower to develop hypersonics, the US leads in missile defense. Systems like THAAD, Patriot PAC-3, and Aegis Ashore are deployed across the globe, providing a multi-layered shield. Washington is also racing to field its own hypersonic missiles to close the gap. Space and cyber warfare. In the modern era, war is no longer confined to land, sea, and air. Both nations are expanding into space and cyberspace. Russia has demonstrated anti-satellite weapons, jamming technologies, and powerful cyber units capable of disrupting critical infrastructure. The US, through its Space Force, is building satellite constellations, missile warning systems, and AI-driven cyber defenses, integrating space dominance into its overall warfighting strategy. Strategic doctrines, two visions of war. Russian doctrine, overwhelm with firepower, use rugged equipment that can be mass-produced and rely on nuclear deterrence as the ultimate equalizer. American doctrine, achieve battlefield awareness, strike with precision, and maintain global reach with advanced technology and logistics. These approaches reflect not just military choices, but also political realities. Russia must defend vast borders with limited resources, while the US must maintain dominance across multiple continents and oceans. Conclusion. So, who truly has the stronger weapons, Russia or the United States? The answer depends on how we define strength. If strength means ruggedness, mass deployment, and raw firepower, then Russian weapons excel. If strength means precision, stealth, and global dominance, then American weapons hold the edge. But ultimately, both nations balance each other. Russia wields power and resilience, while America commands technology and reach. Together, they create a delicate balance of fear and respect that defines the modern world order. And as the race for AI-driven warfare, hypersonics, and space militarization accelerates, the rivalry is far from over. The battlefield of the future will not only test Russian power and American technology, it will determine which vision of war will dominate the 21st century.